I should say good afternoon and good evening to the students in Morocco. It is January 12th, 2018 at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today the students from John Hanley High School and the students from OKE in Berkane, Morocco are meeting. These students will be participating in the International Film Club. And we're not going to talk too much about the film club today, other than to just briefly explain that we have been invited by SEMA Classroom to view a documentary, an award-winning documentary called Sunflower Seeds, which is about a young boy from Afghanistan who helps his family to survive in Greece by selling sunflower seeds. And we are going to be viewing that film.
My birthday.
We are each going to be viewing that film. We are going to view that. I just muted a couple of you. So well, I'll unmute you whenever it's time for you to talk. But we're going to view that film together. You're going to be engaging in some discussion questions together in the iEARN forum. And then as a culminating activity, we are going to interview a student who has just walked into Mrs. Delmata's classroom, who is an outstanding student at John Hanley High School, who is a refugee from Syria who has immigrated to the United States, and he's agreed to allow us to interview him about his refugee experience. So those are the activities that we're going to do in the film club. But today, it's all about getting to know one another. And so first, I'm going to just briefly introduce the adults that are present, just so that you know who they are. And we'll begin with Mr. Fedi from Morocco. Mr. Fedi, if you could just get your handsome face in the screen there so that the students can see you. Okay, Mr. Fedi is the director of the OKE school in Morocco and also the teacher of the students, and has done a lot of work with John Hanley last year with flipped learning and using films to teach English and to understand a lot of important themes. In the bottom right, we have Mrs. Sherry Putnam. Sherry, if you could just wave to everyone so that they know who you are. Mrs. Putnam is the library media specialist at John Hanley that I had the pleasure of working with for 3 years and was very instrumental in helping to advance global education at John Hanley High School. And in the upper left corner, Mrs. Logan, if you could wave to everyone. Mrs. Logan replaced me at John Hanley High School, and she's presently the second library media specialist there and is working with some of the library assistants who are going to be part of the film club and helping to coordinate there. And then finally, Mrs. Delmata is with us. Mrs. Delmata, could you please show your face? Okay, a lot of you might recognize Mrs. Delmata. She is the French teacher at John Hanley High School. She attended the iEARN conference in Morocco last summer and has been a real leader in global education. That's about all the talking that the adults are going to do. We really want to hear from the students now, and we can consider this a getting to know you video conference. And this is what I would like you to do. And you can, we'll try to alternate one student from John Hanley with another one from OKE until every student has had a chance to speak. But when you are speaking, I would ask you that you look at the camera, not at the smartboard in your classroom, and you speak to the camera. And please make sure that your face is visible in the screen so that the students on the other side of the globe can see who you are and can hear you well. Okay, today, what I'd like you to do is participate in a 3, 2, 1 getting to know you conference. The first thing that you will tell us is 3 things about you, anything at all, your interests, your hobbies, what you hope to become in life, something about your family, anything at all, 3 things that you would like everyone in the group to know about you, 2 things that you're hoping to get from this experience, and 1 thing that is a question that you want to ask the other students. And then someone from the other side, the other school, will answer that question and then share their 3, 2, 1 with you. Okay, do you need me to repeat that? Anybody need that repeated? 3, 2, 1. 3 things about yourself, 2 things that you're hoping to take away from the experience, and 1 question for the group. Okay, who would like to begin? Do I have a volunteer to begin? Okay, all right, so Lavi, I'm gonna unmute and go right ahead.
Can you see me? Okay. Hello. My name is Lavi, and I am in 11th grade at Hanley. And 3 things about myself. I like to do a lot of things in my free time. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to all kinds of genres. My favorite subject here would probably have to be French. And even though I'm not taking it right now, I've taken 3 classes in the past, and I hope to take more in the future.
Oui.
And we have a really great teacher. So. And what else? And I also really like to watch movies and TV shows. And my favorite type of movies are actually horror movies and scary stuff. So, second question.
To your expectations for this group?
I hope to learn more about how it is in Morocco, and with the International Film Club, I hope to explore more kinds of movie genres and learn more about different languages and see how different movies are created in different places, mostly. And 1 question I have for all of you is, what kind of movies do you like to watch in your free time, and how do you access these movies? Like, do you watch them at home? Do you mostly see them at school? Or is there a place in your hometown that you go and watch your movies?
Okay, a student from Morocco, like to answer her question and then give us your 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Hamid Bakari. I am 40 years old. Well, 3 things about me. First of all, I love ICT and technology, and my future is to be a software engineer. Well, I am working on it. Well, the 2 things are, I want to know more about cultures in the whole world, and secondly, I want to share my opinion and my ideas with other people. Well, first of all, I'm going to answer your question is the kind of movies. I like the science fiction movies and also action movies. Well, my question, can you speak more about your culture? Some information about your culture?
Is that my question?
Sure. Or you answer that one and then you get ready.
Okay, so is the question about my culture, like here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am Vietnamese, so I'm an Asian American here in Winchester, and at home I am mostly with non-English speaking parents, so it is different being at home than from here at school. I speak 2 languages, English and Vietnamese, and it is pretty different, but I've learned to differ between the 2, like at school and at home.
You want to thank one? Good job, Maddie.
My name is Adam Wilson. I am 15 years old.
I can't see you.
Oh, my bad. I'm Adam, 15 years old.
Slow down.
The 3 things that I like is soccer. I like pastries, especially French ones.
Adam, can
And
I
I'm
interrupt
Muslim.
and ask you to look at the camera? Can we adjust so like we're seeing?
You just need to look up.
Yeah, that's much better, much better. It'll help us to understand. They'll be able to understand you better if they can see you.
The 3 things I like is I like soccer, I like French pastries, and I am Russian. The 2 things my expectations are, I actually want to learn more about the education in Morocco, especially the French class, the French speaking. And another one, I would like to know more about the Moroccan culture, just how it is in Morocco. And my question is, what kind of weather is it like over there? Is it like, does it get really hot in midday or get cold? That's what I want to know.
Wait for the answers. It'll be okay. Okay, that's good.
Hello, I am Norma. I am 14 years old. And 3 things about myself. I love reading books, and I love playing basketball. It's my favorite sport. And I also love studying. I like writing, or my passion. As I read more, I write more. And what I want to learn from experience is more about how your school system and how you live your life and everything about that. And the question I want to ask is,
about the weather in Morocco. How do you find the weather in Morocco?
well, our weather is now it's cold, and sometimes this changes sunny, cold. It's not like
It's snowing? Say, Inej?
Ilmesh?
And my question is,
I didn't understand.
what's your favorite subject?
Repeat, please.
What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject would have to be, I would say math. I've always done really well in math, and so I would stick to it.
Can we talk a little bit more about the weather in Morocco? You know, cold is relative. How cold is it today in Morocco? Describe your weather today.
It's 10, 11.
Mr. Fetty, I'm not sure whether it's the microphone, but we're having a little difficulty understanding what the students are saying. Do you think that when they speak, they can move closer to the computer and maybe just speak that way? Let's try that with the next student. Let's try that. If they could actually physically move closer to the computer and use the computer speaker, that might be a little bit better. Okay. All right, we're ready. Back to John Hanley.
Hello, I'm Casey. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior here at John Hanley. 3 things about me. I just got accepted to my top choice, JMU Honors College, for university, and I want to study either political science or international relations. And I also really, really like to read. My favorite series is probably Harry Potter. And yeah, I hear people agreeing. And my favorite subject in school is English. And my favorite food is strawberries. 2 expectations I have for this conference. I'd really like to learn about the culture in Morocco. And I'd also really like to learn about what other people from other cultures are really interested in and what they're passionate about. And, oh, a question. What is your favorite book? Do you like Harry Potter? Have you read Harry Potter? And that's it. That's all.
Thank you, Cassie. We're back to OKE.
Hello, my name is Ryan, and 3 things about myself. are my favorite subject at school is math, and in my free time I mostly try to solve math equations because I'm really related to math. I don't know, but I like them as much as I love the one who created it. And my question is, my interests. My interests are somewhat playing games, and my favorite hobby is playing soccer with my friends. And I would like to know what is the methodology of teaching that you guys use in USA schools.
Answer the question.
There you go. Thank you.
I love reading books.
How it differs.
War. I love reading books about war. I've read so many books. As an example, a book named The Red Badge of Courage. And that is the type I love reading about. It's about wars and the history stuff. That's the kind I love.
Book that we are reading right now. 7 Habits.
Oh, we are reading a book named 7 Habits, and it's a really good book. And yeah, thank you.
Wait, by Sean Covey or Stephen?
Stephen Covey.
Yeah, about Stephen Covey.
Oh, I've read that before. I love that book. I have it on my bookshelf at home. That's really good. Teaching. Well, my mom is a teacher. She teaches 5th grade at Daniel Morgan in Winchester, and she is currently teaching I think it was geography for the first 9 weeks, and now she's teaching science. She actually taught me English. When I was in 8th grade, she was an 8th grade teacher. We have 4 block classes right now, and I'm taking, AP Calc AB, and I'm working in the library for my 2nd block. 3rd block I have English, and I have government. And then last block I have physics, which is fun. Is there anything else you'd want to know?
I want to introduce you guys to myself. First of all, when I grow up, I want to be a lead software developer of a good game. And my mom is a teacher, and my mom is a teacher of maths. That's why I like maths. And my dad is an engineer. And yeah, I do not have any other question. But if you guys have any further opinions, you can just ask them. We're here.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, it worked much better coming closer to the screen. So thank you, Ryan, for doing that. We could hear you very clearly.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Okay. We're back to John Hanley, right?
Oh, hello. oh wait, is it her turn?
Just wait.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a junior here at Hanley. And 3 things about me. I play the ukulele, which is like a small guitar, and I've been playing for about 2 years. I really, really love reading. My favorite series is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. Not a lot of people read that. And I love to draw. I doodle on most of my work in my classes. And 2 things that I would like as expectation. Me personally, I would like to know if your culture accepts the LGBTQ community. Like here in our school we have a club for it. And I was also wondering how your school works. Like, how do you guys have multiple classes? And just it seems really cool. And a question. I don't know. Do you think that like your area of Morocco, do you like, is the landscaping cool? Do you think it's pretty, a pretty place to live?
Okay, we're back to OKE. The question was, what do you think about your country in terms of the landscape, what it looks like? Do you think that your country is a pretty country? Would it be a nice place to visit?
Okay, so hello. My name is Miriam. I'm 12. Well, three things about myself are I love listening to music in my free times. And my dream job is to become an engineer. And my favorite sport is tennis.
It's very nice to meet you. What do you hope to get out of the film club experience? What are your expectations, or what would you like to learn by participating?
Share my opinions and ideas.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to learn?
Yeah, to know more about people's opinions and ideas.
Good. Okay. Would you like to answer the question about the beauty of your country? What do you find beautiful, or what challenges do you find about the climate or the physical environment of living in Morocco?
I think, like we can take this iEARN as an example. It's a cool place, like the weather there is cold. Like you can, it's just a pretty place to live, where to live, because Marrakesh. Well, I speak about something. Well, we can take also Marrakesh as an example. It's a sunny place. Like you can just enjoy your life there. My question for you is, what do you like to do more on your free times?
What do I like to do in my free time? Well, I said I play ukulele. I draw a lot, but I'm more of an introvert, so I don't like being around people. I like my alone time. But I do like taking walks. I love nature. So most of the time, if it's not too cold here in the winter, I do take walks.
Wonderful. Thank you both. Thank you both. Okay, John Hanley's turn to another student to introduce himself.
You ready?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hi. My name is Amber, and I'm 15, and three things about myself. I love video games. I love music, and I'm good at making jokes and drawing. My expectations are
For this group, like learning about their culture. What did you like? That's some good ones.
Learning about how you guys deal with religious stuff, like if religion is in the school or not. And
a question.
And my question is, how long have you guys been learning English?
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, student from OKE, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, my name is Ayman, and the three things, and I'm 11 years old. Three things that interest me are that technology. When I grow up, I want to be an architect, and my favorite subject in school is geography. In this experience, I want to learn more about about films, and I want to learn more about American culture.
Okay, could you tell us about how you have learned to speak English? Like how long ago did you start taking English classes, and how is it that you're able to speak English so well?
So I was studying English in OKE Center for like 3 years. So I've been like evolving and evolving, and this is a good school. That's why I learn like good English. So that's why I speak English very well.
Okay.
And this is after.
So my question for you is, what is your favorite type of movies?
Oh, my favorite type would probably be maybe dramas.
Yeah.
I like watching people go through weird stuff because they're dumb.
Could you name a couple of your favorite movies that you've watched recently?
She's out of there.
You thought you were done, huh? Could you just name a couple of movies that you've enjoyed recently? Or your favorite movies? Just wondering if the students at OKE have seen them.
One of my favorites is The Babadook, which is a horror movie.
Okay.
Of course you would know.
And in summer I watched this movie called The Strange Case of Benjamin Button.
Such a good book.
Have any of you seen that? The Strange Case of Benjamin Button? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Okay. All right. Thank you both. Next student from John Hanley.
Okay.
You're doing the same thing you are. Climbing over each other.
Okay, I'm gonna, it's 1:30 and we have about 10 minutes left, and I wanna be sure that every student is able to introduce themselves. So let's skip question number 2, because I think that our answers have been, very much the same. So let's just go with number 1, introduce yourself, 3 things about you, and then your question, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, so hi, my name is Janai, and I am 14, and I'm a freshman here at Hanley. And I have a puppy, and her name is Luna, which is another word for the moon. I love to play volleyball in my free time, and I like writing mystery stories and horror stories, like stuff that kind of gives a creep up your spine. And one thing that I would like to ask is, so when you guys look at America, what do you think about America? So when you see it, do you think of the Statue of Liberty, or do you think of burgers,
That's a good one.
So, hello, my name is Rania. I'm 13 years old. Last year I was in iEARN group.
You ready to? Okay.
So, 3 things about me. I like art, I like drawing and painting. Also, I play piano, and I like also singing while playing piano.
What do you think about America?
It's a very good
place. What do you like about it?
Rania, have you visited the United States? Rania, have you visited the United States?
Never.
Okay, so when you hear America, what are the first things that come to mind? What do you think of?
Oh, I don't know. Washington.
He wants to go to Washington DC. Those are actually. Go ahead.
I really want to go to Washington D.C. because my uncle is there, and also I want to visit Los Angeles and New York because I read a lot about them.
Nice.
I don't know.
What's one place you'd like to see when you come here, besides in those cities? What's one particular thing you'd like to see?
That I would? Oh, that I would? Well, if I went to Morocco, let me think about this. Is the Taj Mahal in Morocco?
It's okay. I was asking Rania.
I'm very bad at geography.
I was asking Rania what she would like to see in America. What's one place you would like to see, or one thing you'd like to experience here?
What exactly?
I know that there is, like, for example, streets are a lot of people out there, and it's really cool. And at night there are a lot of like lights and yeah.
Okay. Do you have a question? Do you have a question for John Hanley? Do you have a question?
Yes. So, what is your passion?
Oh, what is my passion? My passion is probably, oh wow, I've never actually thought about that.
Good stuff.
My passion is living my life the way I want to. So I like doing stuff that I know that in the future I might not be able to do. So like if I went indoor skydiving, maybe when I'm 50 I couldn't. So doing something for the first time and getting a good experience is probably my passion.
Wonderful. Okay, let's get two more students. Thank you, ladies. You did a great job. Two more students.
You can do this.
We believe in you.
Okay, so hi, my name is Ashley and I'm 14 and a freshman at John Hanley High School. Three things about me are I'm originally from England, I play the violin, and I love to play and watch basketball. My question is, would you like to go to college in America, and if so, where and why?
Well, hello, my name is Marwa and I'm 13 years old. My three things about myself. First, I really love science and love reading books, mystery books for Agatha Christie. And now I'm starting a book called Bedlam's Hotel. It's really exciting. And my dream job is to become a lawyer and defend on poor people. My question, first answer your question. Yeah, I wanna go to a college in USA. It's gonna be a great adventure, and I don't know, I don't know really the college. Yeah. Yeah. My question for you is, what is your dream? What's the dream you want to achieve in 2018?
What dream in 2018?
And this year, what's the dream for this year? Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it?
Well, I'd say for 2018 is to strive to get all A's in my classes and have everything done on time, and yeah.
Okay, wonderful, girls. Thank you. Two more students.
Okay. That was a tough question, wasn't it?
start now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Kelly, and three things about me.
Stay still. Stay still.
Well, I'm sometimes really lazy, and sometimes right now I'm very shy. And well, I was actually born here in Winchester, but I was raised in Mexico, so I'm more like I can speak in Spanish better than English. So, yeah.
You do very well.
And what else? Well, I like music. Actually, I'm learning how to play the guitar this year, and I would like to question, right? Yeah, I would like to know if it was difficult for you guys to learn how to speak English, like the pronunciations and how to spell it and all that stuff. That's all.
Well done.
Okay, back to OKE.
Hello, my name is Ayman. I'm 16 years old. Three things about me. I really like football, swimming, also playing video games like FIFA, Call of Duty. I like also TV shows. My best TV show is the Game of Thrones.
Yes. You hit a nerve.
Yeah, I want to be an architect. I really love math, physics. Answering your question. At the beginning, for sure, it's difficult to learn another language that we don't know nothing about it. Pronunciation for sure is difficult, but with time we learn how to pronounce. Also, yeah. My question for you, as we love your language and we learn language, you love our language, Arabic, and if you love it, how do you find it? Do you have any idea about it?
I don't know. What was the question?
About learning Arabic.
Oh yeah. I would like to learn a lot of language so I could get a job with it, like translate it, because I'm really open with a lot of languages, and I really would like to learn it. Yeah.
We have one person who does speak Arabic here in our school, and we have some students who are learning, but it's good to have students like Kelly who are open to learning more than just one language, like you have done.
Like French is going to be my third language. I speak Spanish, English, and I want to learn my mom's language, because she is like, we live in the part of Mexico that we live is you don't really speak Spanish. You have to speak like a different language. It's a little bit difficult to learn it because it has like a lot in it. Yeah, learning Spanish is really difficult, more than English for me. Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Delmata, could we have Motaz come up next, and maybe in Arabic we could have him tell the students about himself?
We knew that was coming.
This is the there are a few students at Hanley that are native Arabic speaking students, just a few. I'm going to say no more than 3 or 4, but this is one of them. So Motaz, if you could in Arabic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, please tell the students 3 things about yourself in Arabic.
أنا اسمي معتز النجار. أنا من سوريا. أنا من حمص. أنا أجيت على أمريكا من سنة ونص. أنا لاجئ بأمريكا. أنا بحب ألعب بلاي ستيشن. بحب ألعب فيفا 2018. بحب ألعب بيس 2018. بحب نادي برشلونة. بحب ألعب كرة قدم. البارسا عن طريق المغرب. وهذا كل شيء عندي.
Okay, now could you translate that for the English-speaking students in your class? Could you say the same thing in English for us?
Can you translate that, Miss Stamp?
I could. I could tell them.
I can't hear you.
You tell me whether I'm doing well, okay? You told them that your name is Mataz Al-Najjar, that you came from Homs, Syria, and then you like to play PlayStation. I heard that. Okay. Right. Tell them a little bit more about yourself in English now.
I love my mom and dad. I wish I came back to my country one day. And that's it. That's my dream. Don't think your country is bad.
Mataz came to John Hanley in 2016, correct? August? No, 2017?
Yes, I think 16, yeah.
16, okay. Not speaking English at all, and he's really doing very, very well in the year and a half, right? You've been here a year and a half now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
He's doing very well. Do you all have any questions for Mataz?
لا تسألوا منوب.
Wait. Any questions for Mataz? You can ask in Arabic or English.
لا بالعربي أحسن.
هل تريد أن تعود إلى بلدك؟
نعم.
هل تريد أن تعود إلى بلدك وتعيش هناك؟
ممكن تتكلم ببطء لأنه اللهجة المغربية بتختلف عن اللهجة السورية.
هل تريد أن تعود إلى بلدك يوما ما وأن تكمل؟
طبعا.
وأن تبقى هناك دائما لا تعود إلى أمريكا؟
ممكن إني إذا هديت يعني إذا ما عاد في حرب ببلدي ممكن إني أرجع على سوريا شيء يوم يعني إن شاء الله. ادعوا لنا.
إن شاء الله.
Okay, are there any students that we haven't met yet? Because the time is wrapped, it's almost time to go.
I think I'm the last one.
Is there anybody that we haven't met? Anybody who hasn't spoken?
بنصحك تشجع برشلونة مو ريال مدريد.
Okay, Mrs. Delmata and Mr. Fetty, I have one request. Before the students go, if you could get a group picture of them, if they could just get together and if you could get one group picture, and then if you could share it with me along with identification of names. We'll post those in the folder that we created for you so that when you're writing back and forth to each other in the forum, whenever you are addressing a particular person, you'll be able to look at that picture and see who they are. Does that make sense? Okay.
That makes sense. So please don't move because you're going to be one of the people. Please say that.
Okay.
But I can have a picture.
Yeah, let's do a group picture in both schools. Can you get together in a group? We'll see you take. You can do it as we're before you leave the room so that we get it of both groups and then send it to me and we'll post it. But we can also just very good. All right.
I have to be there.
I think get over here, feeling man. Maybe behind Ashley, because then it will be. Are you getting Amber, or does she need to come back a bit?
I'm getting everybody, right?
Yeah. Really?
Eiffel Tower.
That's a good metaphor, Motaz.
It is, especially in this classroom.
All right. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Magnifique. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, in closing, I want to thank both teachers, Mr. Fetty and Mrs. Delmata and Mrs. Logan, for getting you all together. It's not always easy to schedule a time whenever it's convenient for everyone, so thank you. And just 2 comments. One of the questions about passion. That was a great question. What is your passion? One of the things that I'm hoping that you get out of the film club is that you each discover some passion that's important to you. And that's what our hope is for you. Teachers, do you have any concluding comments or anything that you want to say?
Actually, that's fine. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you in class, guys.
Okay, they're moving. Yeah, Mr. Fetty's class is moving on. Mr. Fetty, anything you want to say to Mrs. Delmata's class?
All right. So actually, it's a great pleasure to meet you and to speak to you and to see your students. That's amazing, and I'm sure that's going to be a great experience, and we're going to share a lot of things.
Indeed.
And we're going to meet in States.
Can't wait to see you in Winchester, Halid.
Yeah, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there with my family and also with some of the students. Yeah.
Indeed.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Logan?
Yeah, actually, there are other students who are going to join us in the club, but today they have, on the coming days, they're going to have some exams, so they could not join us. But next week, okay, they're going to be together, right?
Good.
Mr. Fetty, I wanted you to meet Mrs. Logan and Mrs. Putnam, who are the two librarians. Mr. Fetty is planning to come to the conference at John Hanley this summer, so hopefully you all get to meet him in person. But they also are helping to get students involved in the film club, and so they'll be looking at some of the work that the students are doing as well. Okay. All right, so we will go ahead and end the meeting, and after you all watch the film, we'll get involved in discussing the questions in the forum, right? Okay. Happy day, everybody. Happy day.
Bye.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
She's in.